Hi everyone. This morning we were making palm crosses in the service, and I think many people managed and some people struggled. So this is the palm cross that I made in the service this morning, and I'm going to quickly show you how to make one from scratch, so that if you struggled you can have another go, and you can just press pause during this video so that you do one step at a time. Obviously you can rewind as well. So when you've got a palm leaf, you end up with a straggly end, which is the end that it was attached to the tree, and you end up with a very thin pointy end, which is the end of the leaf. Leave your pointy end as it is. The straggly wider end, you're going to take a pair of scissors and you're going to cut horizontally across, because you're creating a square end. So you now have a fat end that is square. It's probably easier if I hold it down against my top where it's dark. Now, palm leaves are a very clever leaf because they actually have two sections. On one side, they are joined together, and on the other side, they are open the whole way down. So if you just separate your palm leaf down the side that it's sealed, you end up with two bits exactly the same. Now, all you're going to do is take one horizontally and one vertically and put them over each other so that you end up with a little square at the end, like so, and just hold it in place. The horizontal one, which is furthest away from you, you're going to wrap around the vertical one so that it's over to the other side. Then you're going to push it forwards and wrap it round so it's gone the whole way round. Now the important point at this point is that you don't let go of this square, because the whole thing will just spring apart. Now we need to seal this, we need to lock it in. So what you're being invited to do here is take the vertical one and pass it away from yourself. So you'll notice that the bit that's towards you, you've kind of got a little slot at the top and a little slot at the bottom. On the bit that's furthest away from you, you've just got a wiggly leaf. What you're going to do is the vertical one, you're going to push away from yourself and up, and that has created an envelope for you. At that point, you're going to turn the vertical one downwards and you're going to slot it into the gap in the square at the front, so the bit that's closest to you. So you just slot it in and then start to slowly pull it down, just straightening it as you go. And this is what is going to lock the palm cross in place. All the way down, and you end up with a bit that you can completely let go at. Then you are going to take your horizontal piece and you're going to push it away from yourself and slot it through the gap that is in the square. But this time you're not going to pull it the whole way through, you're going to stop because you've created one of the arms of the cross. I would then, for ease, take your pair of scissors and just snip off so that you've got, this is half the length of what you're going to be left with here. So about there. Then you're just going to turn this loose bit in on itself and poke it into the hole at the knot of the cross. And then you can just wiggle it so that you end up with two equal arms to the cross. Then you'll notice that on one side it's just a lovely curved side of the wood. I hold that up, there you go. But on the other side, you'll notice that you've got a little gap here and a little gap here. So on the side that you've got the gaps, you're going to take the vertical bit and you're going to push it upwards on itself and poke it through the gap. This time you're not pulling the whole way through, you're just pulling until you end up with a nice upside down cross shape. It's all locked into place, and when you turn it round, you have your palm cross. Let me know if you manage to get this work. It'll be wonderful to hear about.